Hello, my sexy and beautiful people of the internet. My name is Diego, also known as the Chilean Retro Gamer, and welcome back to the Roulette of Sadness. Remember, this is the second tournament, and today I'm going to be playing Agony, which is the first game out of the Loser's Revenge rounds in this tournament too. So we got Agony for the Amiga. It might take a while to load still, so remember this is the Amiga and was basically based on floppy disks, and at least the emulation takes a while to load in general some of these games. So I started it kind of sooner, but I just wanted you to make sure to see the intro. Psygnosis. Actually, I know this company that was kind of an important one back in the Amiga days. I can actually start the game right now, right? I'm trying to press buttons. I made sure to configure my buttons. I have to remap all of my keys before, every time I start a new session on the emulator. I've been trying to save my configuration, but it hasn't been possible. Okay, I'm trying to press buttons and click, which sometimes might work, but it doesn't seem to do anything just yet, unless I have to reconfigure my buttons because I actually stopped the game. That makes a lot of sense actually. So let's do that real quick. So I apologize, however, this is for the best. Yes, I have to reconfigure this, which is not quite an easy task. Let's remap things, left, right, up, down. Okay, now it should be working. Alestes metamorphoses into an owl. The time to fight has come. Yeah, I think that message appeared because I pressed the button. I'm using the trainer mode. Basically, it allows you to adjust the lives, the power-ups, whatever you want before the game starts. I think it's loading right now. But yeah, I am using infinite lives, just to make sure we win. I mean, we can just do it without infinite lives and I would be using 76 regardless. But in order to make it smoother, we are going to just activate the infinite lives like an arcade game pretty much, if I were playing one. Look how crisp some of these drawings are anyway. Maybe this is a little loud. Oh yeah, you pause by pressing P. Okay, so we can okay, what is going on even? Alright, sorry about that. I need to press very specific keys in order to, being able to stop the game. Okay, now we can play and die. It has rapid fire activated already, so I guess that comes by default. I can try to make it even lower the volume, but it's fine. As long as you guys can hear me. Is there a second button for bombs and things like that? Okay, that's a power-up. Okay, that guy actually dies. So yeah, this is a horizontal shoot 'em up featuring an owl. Actually, when I got this a while ago, I tested the first level only, and I couldn't find a chance, an opportunity for me to actually showcase this game and basically play myself from beginning to end. And yeah, I mean, the Roulette of Sadness seemed like the perfect opportunity because As you know, I have a category for computer gaming in general, in which I include mostly PC games. But I also want to include things like the MSX and the Amiga. The Amiga got plenty of good games to check out that remind me a lot of my MS-DOS times. But lots of exclusives as well, that's what I mean. And since it's perfectly possible to emulate the Amiga, I decided to give it a chance, a shot, and make it part of the Roulette of Sadness. A sword? Okay, that counts as an option, I guess. It doesn't shoot. So yeah, that's why I decided to give the Amiga a chance, and it's going to be a regular part of our roulettes in our channels. Maybe other shows like No Nintendo Allowed also will have plenty of Amiga. Trivia right now. This is not the first Amiga game I record or I do for the YouTubes. In fact, this is the second one. Wow, look at that beam. Actually, it's not a beam, but the shot. Whatever it is. So yeah, it's the second Amiga game since I did Jimmy's Fantastic Journey on the Mini Roulette on the Random Channel 1. I actually got hit, right? Yeah, I saw the balls flashing, but I didn't know, I wasn't clear about the weak point itself. It's... Oh, got fucked. Okay, I still got my... one of the, you know, upgrades to my shot, so it doesn't mean you lose everything at once. Once you lose a life, it doesn't have the Gradius effect. The Gradius problem. Well, the good thing about this is that you can continue in place. You don't have to restart from a checkpoint. Hopefully that's not gonna happen in later levels, right? So yeah, that's a level. I don't know how long this game is, in all honesty, no idea. So from this point on, it will be completely blind. Again, I tested this a while ago, but basically to see how it played, and if it worked at all, of course. And since it does, I put it on the wheels. So yeah, this is the second Amiga game I ever do on camera. And again, it's gonna become a regular part of either the main Roulette of Sadness, the Naked Gaming Roulette of Sadness, other shows like No Nintendo Allowed and the like, and the Mini Roulette pre-shows on Twitch, for example. Well, there will be always an Amiga game there. Of course, it will be up to me to discover those games by searching on the internet, like proper titles of my favorite genres, basically platformers, shoot 'em ups, maybe beat 'em ups, but mostly platformers, action games in general. Those are the ones I like. It seems like it shoots faster when there is an enemy close to you. Yeah, it does that. Actually, it increases the fire itself automatically. Remember, I'm holding the button here, the key, so it has the auto fire option incorporated. I mean, if you have to press it, it will be as low as this. I like the music to this too. Well, the music for the first stage was a little bit loud. This one is a little better. I see some bullets, yellow bullets, but enemies don't shoot very often. Is that a flying ant? It is. Well, I shouldn't be surprised to see some fucked up looking enemies in here. I love the backgrounds, dude. Oh, that's parallax, right? It's like a dude riding an ant. Yeah, he looked like a human, actually. Oh, that thing attacks you and then explodes. I thought it was a glitch at first. Okay, now the sword actually was very useful. I wonder if I can upgrade my weapon even more, basically to cover the whole screen. If I upgrade it once more. So I guess I lose power when I get touched or lose a life. What I mean is, basically it doesn't have a time limit. Lots of shoot 'em ups actually got time limits in their power-ups. Actually, I used to suffer from that issue in vertical shoot 'em ups, in the older ones too. I've got a second sword. And I guess it's boss time. Oh, yeah, it is a dude throwing boomerangs, riding a gigantic ass ant. Okay, I'm scoring points, which means I'm actually shooting the guy. The guys. Both die at the same time. Was that the real boss? Yeah, because I'm no longer moving. Okay, let's wait until the next level loads and we're gonna call it an episode because we are over the 10-minute mark. But yeah, it took a couple minutes to load up, so that's why I let it slide. And actually, it would be a good stopping point basically to end when I finish a level. Dude, I like this transition pictures. I guess that's the next level that's gonna get introduced. Or a picture of the insert disc 3. Let's see if I can do this. Actually, I should do that off screen. So stay tuned for the next part of Agony on the Amiga.